They call him Seatin, the man of legends.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first look at Laethys inside of the Infernal Dawn Chronicle, which is one of the new chronicles coming in patch 2.4, which is said to be arriving next week, roughly on the 17th or 18th of September, so keep your eyes out for that. So this is the final boss of the chronicle, known as Laethys. And as you can see, you start off by fighting her dragon phase. Now in this phase she has something called Flare, which you want to interrupt, or it's going to deal about 5k damage to yourself, which isn't ideal. She also casts a Golden Breath, which you have to kind of make sure you're constantly on the move for, or else you're going to get hit by it and take about 8k damage per second. You're also going to want to move out of the shiny gold piles, as those deal quite a bit of damage. And also, you know, while this is going on, she's going to be repeatedly clawing at you. So, as you can see, you know, I'm pretty overgeared for this, so I just totally nuked her down there. And then she dives into the floor at, I believe it's 33%. And then will turn into what I like to refer to as Sandman Laethys. So, as you can see, she is arising from the piles of gold in the floor in her ever so beautiful Phase 2 form. Now in this phase there are a variety of new mechanics that have been introduced, and she also does regenerate to full health and have an additional sort of 200k health in comparison to her phase 1 health pool. So the first is Auric Evocation, which is the big hand thing that she's doing at the moment. There's no way to sort of avoid that. It doesn't really deal that much damage or is that much of a threat at the moment, so you don't actually need to worry about it. The second thing that she's going to be doing is she's going to be slamming her fist down all over the place. If you get hit directly by the fist, you're going to take, I believe he's bumped it up a bit, and it's about sort of at 12k damage, which is pretty much half of your health pool, so quite a considerable amount. If you have lower gear, then it'll be even more. So one of the next mechanics is this thing called, I believe it's called Gold Rush, and if you're not on the pile, then you're pretty much going to be trapped inside of gold, and then you will die or take a really hefty amount of damage. So, you know, whenever the gold piles are up, jump on them. And the final thing that will be happening in this phase is little purple bubbles spawning left, right, and center, pretty much all around. And if you get hit by one, you'll be punted up into the air and also take additional damage. So as you can see, you know, as a raid gear player, it goes down fairly quickly. But one of the other mechanics that I found out actually doing this fight as melee, I did it from a different perspective. So this is me doing the fight in a shaman spec, and I accidentally went behind the boss. So if you go behind the boss, 2 rear guards spawn, which are guards to her rear. And that also presents an additional challenge. So just be sure, you know, if you're melee, not to go behind the boss, or you're going to trigger these rear guards, which are going to do quite the additional bit of damage, and just be a bit of an annoyance. They have about 50k health each, so they're, you know, easily killable, but ideally you just want Laethys herself and not these 2 annoying little sand ogres beating on you. Okay, so that is it for the Laethys preview, guys. I'll probably do a more detailed guide for nubs at a later point. But thank you for watching the video, and cheers.